In this tutorial, we'll be going over InDesign, and I'll show you how to set up your first document, and we'll go ahead and set it up as the file that you can use throughout the semester to drop your assignments into and export PDF through InDesign. So let's go ahead and get this document started. So we go to File, New, Document. Oops. From here, you'll see a window that asks number of pages, which let's go ahead and set this at 15 for now. This is something where you can start it as a larger file, and you can delete them later if you don't end up using all the pages, and add more if you need to add more later. But this will serve as kind of a book that you're going to add all your documents to and export at the end of the semester for all of your assignments. So you'll see this facing pages tag is checked. Let's go ahead and uncheck that. That's primarily used when you're making a booklet that has spreads so kind of images that go across multiple pages. Let's turn that off for now. Let's change orientation to landscape and the page size to tabloid, because that's going to be a standard size in this class. And let's ignore the rest of it for now and go ahead and click OK. So now you can see we have our 11 by 17 paper, and if you look over here under pages, you'll see all 15 of your pages laid out on the side. And this is a way that you can kind of see each of your pages as thumbnails. So smaller versions of the sheet of paper over here, so you can kind of scroll between, and you can click to another page very fast. So if I double click on this, it brings me to the 6th page. It's hard to tell because all of them are blank right now. We'll click back onto the first page. So let's go ahead and take a look up here. So here you see it says A Master. What this does, basically, if you click into this master sheet, we're going to click in, and now you're in the master sheet. So what they mean by master is that this is something that can be applied to the rest of your pages. So let's go ahead and do an example here so you can see how it works. So I just grabbed this text field and made a text box. And in the text box, let's write our names. I'm going to go ahead and select this, and I'm going to go to type, character. So this stuff, most of these are over here as well. There's character styles, paragraph styles. You can add any of these tabs over to this sidebar. So now that this character is in the sidebar, I can just access it that way. So I'm going to highlight my name and change the font to something a little nicer. Let's do Arial, and let's make it 10-point regular. And now I'm going to align it to the bottom, so it is really tight to the corner here. So that comes in here. I just have it selected, this text box. And I'm going over here and choosing bottom aligned. So now our name is aligned there, and I'm going to go ahead and actually put my uni underneath, so you can use this as an identifying factor. So let's go ahead and copy this text box over to this corner. So what I'm going to do is actually use a keyboard shortcut and hold down my Alt key on my keyboard, and see there's a double arrow that shows up as I hover over my name. And now I'm going to click on my name and hold Shift and just grab it and pull it over to the other corner. So now I have copied and moved this over to the corner in the line where it was. So I'm going to go ahead and change this, or select this, and change the alignment to the right side. And we're going to do something cool here and actually add the date. So what it does is it's called a special character, where it will automatically change the date based on your output date. it's under text variables and go insert variable. And now go to output date. So there's other fields in here. You could do page number, image name, file name, but let's do output date. Oh, I think we have to be selected in here. Type, text variables, insert variable. Now it'll let us add it. Go to output date. So now you see it's added the date of today. So I'm going to go ahead and click out of here. And now you'll see how this works. So go back to pages. And I'm going to click into this first page. And so now you can see my master page is applied to this page. And how that works is you see a master applied as I hover over this page. And there's a little A. And you can see on all of these pages, A is applied. So as I scroll down, you'll see that that master is on each of these pages. So this becomes kind of a locked background for the pages. And you can always go and, if you're on page 2 and you want to override the master page, you can override it and delete those items if you wanted. You could also make a new master. Maybe you wanted to add a B master, and that had some other information that would go on different pages. So you could use that. We're going to go ahead and leave this master on all your pages for now. So the next thing I want to show you is how to insert the drawing we just made in Illustrator into this InDesign document. And we do that because InDesign is kind of an output device. So it's great for making books and condensing files so that it can turn into a PDF. Because you don't want to export from Illustrator to PDFs. It's much better if you bring it into InDesign and keep everything in this one document and export to a PDF from this document. And it's great for handling text and images, and yeah, so that's how we're going to use it this semester. So I'm going to go ahead and go to File, and we're going to go to Place. So this is sort of like copy and pasting, but by placing this document in rather than pasting it, it is going to link the file to this document. And what that means is that the file will be can be edited outside of InDesign in Illustrator, and then it will automatically update the link in your InDesign file if it changes. So it becomes kind of a live file within your InDesign. So I'll show you how that works in a minute. Let's go ahead and go Place. We're going to find that file. Sorry. I have it on my desktop in DTech. We're going to place, open, and you can see now they have this little thumbnail of the image, and I'm going to go ahead and place it here. And since we sized it for 11 by 17, it comes in perfectly on here, and you'll see it shows up a little choppy. The graphics are not great, but all that means is that it's previewing the file. So if we right click, go ahead and right click on here and go to display performance, you can see that there's 3 options here. There's fast display, typical display, and high quality display. So typical display is usually how the image comes in when you first place it, and it's the fastest way of previewing your file. So this way it's not having to load a high resolution image every time you're looking at it. And you often don't need to see that high quality image all the time. And if it can make your file move faster, all the better. So, but just for viewing's sake, I'll go ahead and click high quality display. Now you can see that your image is very clear and the quality is excellent. But when you have multiple of these files on these pages, it slows down this overall file. So it's handy to keep it on display performance of typical. For now, I'll leave it on high quality so we can view it nicely. So another thing that I wanted to show you, you see right now there's kind of this this line, purple and pink line that's around the border. So this is the normal way of viewing InDesign, and it's so that you see the margin of the piece of paper. But if we wanted to preview it without seeing that, you can either go over to this tab over here. You can see that it says normal as I hover over it. So it's on normal right now. You can go to preview. And what that does is it previews the piece of paper as it will print. So now you see that there's no border, there's no text box for these, and it comes in really nice and clean. Another shortcut for that is clicking the W on your keyboard. So if I click W, it goes in and out of preview and normal mode. So that's really handy when you're trying to preview something really fast and see what it looks like. And then if you want to go back to the normal mode. So what you're going to do throughout the semester is place all of your assignments into here. So right now I have this on the first page, and for your next assignment you'll place it onto the second page. Now I'm going to show you how you can go ahead, or how this acts as a linked file. So if you go up to links here, you'll see that this file, I have the date and the file name. So now I'm going to go ahead and make an edit to this Illustrator file. So you can see how when I change it, we can relink it and the file will be changed. I have the text off here. So let's go ahead and delete the text from here. And I'm going to go ahead and save it. So you want to make sure you save it over your existing file so then the file name isn't changing. So now I'm going to go into InDesign, and you can see that the quality of this image is no longer the high quality resolution as I had it, which means that the link is broken. And you can see up here that there's a caution symbol that's highlighted yellow, and when I hover over it, it says modified, double click to update. So I'm going to go ahead and double click. And now you'll see that my edit has been picked up here. So the text has been deleted. So this is really great because when you're working in groups, it means that somebody can be working in an Illustrator file, somebody else can be working in the InDesign file and laying out the documents and the links. And as your team members are working to update the links, they'll automatically, or you can go up to here as they save them, go up to your links and double click to update all the files. You just want to make sure that you check the links folder and make sure that all of your links are updated before you export. So one other thing I want to show you is how to import or place a PDF that may have multiple pages in it. So I'm going to move this over. So we're going to go ahead and try the place again. So file place. We're going to go to desktop. We're going to take the syllabus and just we're going to click this show import options, which this basically gives you the option of placing single pages at a time of the PDF. So normally you would only be able to place just the first page if you didn't go to show import options. But by clicking here, you can go open, and what it does is it brings up this field for place PDF, and you can choose if you want to just place the previewed page, if you wanted to place all of the pages, and that would allow you to click individually for each page to place them, or you could select a range. So let's go ahead and select a range, pages 1 through 2, or 1 through 3. And you want to keep it cropped to media because you want to keep the size of the piece of paper as your field. Go to OK. So now you have my cursor with the small little PDF page attached, and we're going to click once. And that's page 1, and now it allows you to click again for page 2, and again for page 3. So that's really handy, and you can go ahead and then take these pages and scale them. I'm holding Shift and Command together to scale from the corner. Shift Control Command allows you to keep everything locked together. And then we're going to move this page. I'm going to cut it from this page and put it onto this page. Right? And this is Control V to paste. I'm just moving it. So now you have all these pages in here. You can format them as you want. Maybe you want them centered. And I'm going to click W to preview. And you can see your PDFs are in here. And now when I go up to links here, you can see that each page of this PDF is linked. So if somebody went in and edited that PDF, it would break all of these links, but you would just have to double click on each of these symbols and it would relink them for you and replace them with the new file. So this is all very handy, and you're going to be using this quite a bit, using InDesign quite a bit in this class, just to lay out all of your documents that you'll be creating. So I'm going to show you one other thing, and that's how to export to PDF. I'm going to go ahead and save as. It's always important to keep saving as you go, and it's good to save before we export here. So I'm going to go ahead and save this as InDesign. Test. You can save it as whatever you want. Save. And now we're going to go to File and Export. I'll keep my file name the same. So this is going to export to a PDF. They give you quite a few options here, but we want Adobe PDF Print. We're going to go to Save. And so now you see it gives you a lot of different options for exporting to a PDF. Generally, you can select the range of pages that you want to export. So since we only have stuff on pages 1 through 3, I think right now, we could select just 1 through 3 so it doesn't export the rest of the blank pages. So that's all that we want to do here. You can see also it says up here Adobe PDF preset, and it says high quality print. So this is always a good setting to have. I'm going to go into compression and just check what it's set at. So right now it says 150 pixels per inch for the images, which is a pretty good size. Sometimes if you have really high resolution images that you want to come out really crisp, or if you're sending it to a printer that's going to enlarge it, it'd be good to have it at 300 DPI maximum, but 150 is a good kind of middle ground for high quality images that are going to be shown on the screen or printed. So we'll keep these at 150, and it'd be good to change your main high quality setting to that. And then we'll go back to General and go ahead and export. So let's see, this might take a few minutes to work, but we'll go ahead and check in that folder. And here I have this PDF, InDesign test, and now you can see that my first assignment here is set in here, and the 3 pages that I pulled from the PDF are all in here with my master page. So this is basically how you're going to use InDesign. There's a lot more that you can do with it, but this is a good start for you.